The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 40, Nasdaq's off 3.5, S&Ps are down 5. We have the gold contract up 1060 at 1106. Silver's up 18 cents, 1424. Oil is trading out at 31.57, so that's down about 60 cents. You have the bond market flat. The 10 years up 1, the 30 is up 10, and the good old King dollar is up is down at 291 ticks. And the Patriots lost.
I was going to go there if you weren't. I know.
What are you laughing about?
And the Patriots.
What are you laughing about?
That's the big news over the weekend. That's for sure.
Oh man!
You know what? The way that Carolina played, though, I don't know. It would have been quite a matchup. It looks like in terms of Carolina really put on a show right after them. Did you watch the game after?
I watched some of it. You know.
I know. We were saying that nobody. Darrell, we were over and all of us were like, not only does it stink the Patriots just lost, but now this second game is completely meaningless to us because we were looking forward to seeing who we're going to play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we were all at my house, and and you should have heard us, man. It was like, okay.
What a game, though. Did you watch the game, Darrell?
I watched a little bit of it, but I just watched in the results.
The finish was unreal in terms of whoever you're rooting for. Going for a 2-point conversion with 12 seconds left to tie it to go to the Super Bowl. That's pretty.
No. So
they've been over their 2 points more this season now because they moved out that.
Well, that's what the Patriots. The Patriots missed an extra point. That's why they had to go for it. Actually, they missed an extra point in the beginning of the game, and that's what happened. They missed one of those longer extra points, and as a result, they had to go for 2 at the end, and they blew it. So pretty ridiculous.
Laces out. But
yeah, right.
So, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you can see the Nadex banner on the top. On the side, you can pull the exchange up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. It can walk along with us and see how these contracts trade. And we're going to go look in the oil market right now. I've been trading this oil contract, Darrell. I really like this oil contract, man.
It's had some volatility, right?
It's had some huge volatility, and it doesn't. I mean, I'm sure that they're putting the premiums in it, but it seems that for what you're putting up for risk versus what the reward is, it's almost like a binary, but it's not.
Well, they have big spreads. I can see this. So the spread you're in, is a $5 spread in oil.
Right. And I don't expect to get $5, but guess what? From the bottom to the top, you can get $1.
Oh, for sure.
And you never know if something happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, you were in a $3 spread last week, and
I got 2.5 of it.
Right, and the full $3 happened just 12 hours later, in terms of from 28 all the way to 31, I think, or 32, 29 to 30.
So, if you're practicing these spreads, folks, you want to take a look at them because I think I paid about 15 cents this morning. I didn't.
So it looks like this is right. Your average price was $31.21. The floor of the spread is $30.50.
Yeah.
So you're paying about $71 out of the $500 spread. So in your head, you're equating it where you're risking 15 for about every $85 of max potential profit. Maybe.
Right.
Was that what?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking for that, but for what you put up, man, I mean.
Yeah.
It seems that you can get 250 to 1,000 pretty quickly.
You're up 30 cents on each one, it looks like.
And I want to thank our man Z inside the den because I was in front of the machine and he was talking about that oil was coming down a confluence. So when I was getting up, I wanted to see where it was at anyway, and I'm saying to myself, okay, it's in a confluence. And folks.
And where was that? What time was that around? Was that around 9:15 this morning?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right around here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And is that
He got it before me. But no, okay. It was, listen, man, I liked how this thing was trading.
And when you were saying Confluence, what
I'm not sure which one he was taking it off.
I mean, I'm just looking either way, just the bottom here around this level.
Right,
yeah,
right.
3090 was the -1 deviation.
It's all lining up.
Was
3090.
It? Okay, 3090. Okay, right.
3090, yeah.
Right. And what normally tends to happen, too, is that, when you get oil came off that bottom, it's like all these bounces are going to last more than a couple days. You know what I mean? It's, it doesn't have to.
It hasn't bounced. I mean, it's still only at 31.40. It's amazing that you're talking about that the bounce can continue as it's at $31, right?
Right. I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Like cheapest oil in the world, right? And if you what happens, folks, is that the volatility, whether you're dealing with the indices, as Darrell, when we're doing the show Friday, he's doing the currencies quite a bit.
And same thing, just to pull it up. So here we have the crude oil, we have the commodity spreads.
Yeah.
You have the daily 230s, and these are going to be the $5 spreads. So you're dealing with $500 total.
Right.
Now, same thing though, you can do the same ones that expired at 230, but you can do those at 300 points.
Right.
$300.
Now, the reason I didn't do that, let's talk about that, because, this is where what happened is that I see the $5, I wasn't giving up as much money on the buying.
For the reward.
Yeah.
Now, the common sense application of that is that you aren't going to have to pay much premium for the benefit to make money if oil reaches like $35, because the odds are so low that from 34 to 35 that you'll reap those benefits. So you're going to pay a small amount. So, you didn't have to pay that, and if oil really got the shot to the moon, you would benefit from it.
And I was closer to being in the money. That's what I was looking at too. That said, the oil only had to move like 12 cents. Hey, stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We're talking the oil contract and Darrell. So when you're looking at these, I guess we kind of figured out.
I was just trying to, I was saying that it's so much easier if we just talk about the specific contracts. If you're trying to imagine what he's talking about, and I think the one that he was looking for was the $3 300-point oil spread, which would have been from $31.50 to $34.50.
Yep.
And the reason why you're paying, obviously, the more premium is that that's so far towards the end of that spread, where it's all basically, it's basically trading almost, it was probably at the time actually trading outside of the spread. That's, you know what I mean? It was completely out of the money.
Right.
It's now, the market's 10 cents within it, but of course there's going to be premium when you're that far out, as opposed to the one you chose, where, and you can see we have this up, where the market's at $31.59, it's trading with a bid at $31.59, but it's trading, centered around only a few pennies off of that.
And so that also has to do with that I had more money at risk that I could lose. That's so they
For
get
sure.
It, yeah, right.
Yeah. And, in terms of this one,
See, I better get out here and have that scanner every day, Darrell. I was sitting there this morning and said, okay, well, pull that scanner up.
Well, I think you chose a better option, that you're going to get more movement where yours is closer to the middle of that spread.
Yeah. Oh, no.
As opposed to it's going to be really slow for some time.
Well, I felt that oil could move 30, 40 cents. I wasn't looking for a buck. Do you know what I mean? Today. You know what I mean? I think it's just, you know what I mean? It's like, okay,
and so
hold it,
if you think that, you better not be paying 40 cents in premium if you think it's only going to move maybe occasionally 40 cents.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the most important things to highlight, and way to make it really simple for people is go look at your chart. Where is oil?
Yes.
And what price am I buying the spread at?
Right.
Or what price am I selling the spread at?
Right.
If I'm buying the spread 50 cents above where oil is,
right,
then I'm saying I think it's going to go higher than 50 cents from where it is, and I'm okay with not making or actually losing a little bit until it gets there.
Sure.
Right.
And that's the simplest way I can put it.
Yeah. No, it is.
Right.
It's
especially
crucial.
if you look at it like the 50 cents deal, it's gonna stay flat so often.
Yeah.
That you better be a lot higher if you're
no doubt. No doubt. It is, and that's where my thought process was. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, hold it. Particularly after the couple big moves it already had. It's like, okay, man, this is going to be a sideways day. You still get everyone.
You have to keep in mind it was up, what, like 10, 12% off?
Oh, yeah. It's been at $28 to 32 almost. Yeah, $4.
So, huge.
Yeah. And you got, what's going to happen in, Boston, New York out here today. This is going to be a slow day. I mean, people are just shoveling out, getting in.
That's a great point.
Yeah. No doubt about that.
Washington, D.C. is completely shut down.
Oh, man.
And D.C. got New York, a ton of snow as well.
They did. Yeah. They did. And New York wasn't expecting it.
I was watching the shows this morning, and of course they were asking the weatherman, what happened, of course.
Yeah.
And he was trying to defend himself with a little joking, but he was saying that, only 20 miles outside of the city, they got like 3 inches, basically.
Wow.
So he's like, that's really how close it just shifted 25 miles, the outer limits or whatever, and that's how much.
That's amazing.
But, hey, I'm sure that makes all the New Yorkers feel much better.
Yeah, well, New Jersey, thank God not that they were lucky, they got hammered with the water, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been another Sandy.
Everything is pretty okay for
full
how
moon,
much snow they got.
That full moon with that water.
I was driving home last night, and what a moon it was. On the drive.
Right?
It was, yeah.
Wow. So, let's see. What else are we looking at out here, Darrell?
Let's see. Well, on your oil, are you done?
Well, I'm in it. I plan on getting more than that out of it. I mean...
You plan on it going higher?
Well, yeah, I'm looking... I think, it's 31.40. I mean... The top of that bar over there is like, what, 31.86 or something, If you bring it all the way, that's where I'm. You see, it came up. It's been at this spot here 40 minutes right now. So we'll see whether it looks to me like you're building little cars just to get a little bit higher.
Okay.
So
it broke down through this level pretty seriously, pretty hard earlier. So right here around 3:15.
You're right. All right.
So, and this is our high magnet. Just learning some stuff. Learned from Tom, like right there at 31.75 is the high magnet from Friday.
Yep.
So a lot of volume from there.
And that'll be a nice place to move it out.
So if it busts through there, it's gonna fly.
Well, and what I think what you do have is there's enough bearishness out here that people say no, oil's still going down. It's like, okay, hold it. This thing can bounce. The last time we had this bounce, not that matters, but it lasted a good. With the equities, the oil equities bounced for about 3.5, 4 weeks. Yeah. Huge. Oil itself, went. Let me pull this up for a second.
You can just minimize that, or
minimize this. Okay. So CL1. Look at what a mess, right? So last time,
I know, it's like
you went from 33. Yes, it wasn't that bad, barely. No, 33 to 38. So it was 15%. But then you stayed there. But that bounce wasn't that big either, man.
What's so funny is we could go up though $1.50 from right here, and we'd still be at that low before it even had that bounce.
That's what I'm figuring.
Right.
That's ICE. ICE is set up right now at 34,
that
34.
Would be an important level.
Right.
To see what happens,
right.
At least.
That's kind of like what I'm thinking the S&P wants to do. It wants to go up to the bottom of where you broke down from, get lighter volume, get everyone excited, and then see you later again.
Get everyone excited,
yeah. Yeah, right. And if you hadn't listened to Larry's show this morning, folks, 9 to 10, he's got a lot of great guests coming up all week long. He's booked to the hilt. John Hill's coming on. John Hill's a 90-year-old trader. I've heard him before on Larry's show, like 3 or 4 years ago. Great history, great guy, the whole ball of wax.
Nice.
He's the first guy that taught Larry the .618.
Okay.
The whole bit.
Do you know what day he's on? No. We'll have to send.
He gave the whole lineup.
Okay.
There's maybe
Good.
Perfect. Yeah, big numbers. He's got Larry Williams coming up this week. He's got a great show coming up, man. So gold, we need a gold contract, folks out here. It's hanging right underneath there, but it needs some more juice. It's got 82,000. I like the idea that they can't back it down. It needs a lot more contract volume though to bust over this 1113 area. They couldn't bust it down on Friday, and that was a big move there. Meaning they couldn't bust it down on Friday because Friday they had every right to take this thing south as the market went north,
Yeah. What have you been trading this morning, Darrell?
I've been trading oil. So I've been trading several FX pairs. So that I haven't traded the indices this morning.
Yeah, you know what? I traded them last week. I like this thing how I'm expecting a sideways to slightly lower move, so I really like to see a lower move and buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning and have them down. Then because you get so used to what happens, folks. You get so used to 20-point moves. I don't think we're going to have that today, so I want to stay away from those.
in the SP.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien, we want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Stay there, folks. Come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives.
If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 68. Nasdaq's off 13. S&Ps are down 10. And if you happen to be in New York, folks, Darrell, Tommy, myself, we're going to be up at the Traders Expo at the Marriott Marquis. It starts Sunday night, February 21st, and then goes the 22nd and the 23rd.
That's right.
And so we don't want to see, like, 2 feet of snow like we have right now.
I know. Get it out of your system, New York.
Oh, man. I'm telling you. You wouldn't know what to do in the snow.
It was pretty brutal. It was cold.
I was driving in this morning, and it was 47, 48. And we got to like 39 last night, so it's kind of our coldest, but 48's still so warm in terms of perspective. And I was like, man, I'm freezing. I can't believe I'm freezing at 48. This is...
When I walked to my house. From my house, I walk and work out
walk this morning?
with Nico. Yeah, and so I got my dog with me.
You, man.
And it was so funny because a couple of my neighbors coming out, and they're saying, "Oh, it's cold." And I was saying to them, "Look at your roof. Their roofs were all frozen."
I bet it was.
And that's the first.
Yeah,
that's the first frost I've seen.
It was cold this morning for Florida, big time. Good work getting up there.
We're like little babies.
Hey, not you. You're walking around before the sun's even coming up practically, right?
Hey, gotta get out there.
Gotta do it.
Gotta get out there. Gotta go see Nico. I gotta stay healthy.
Gotta go see Nico.
Gotta go see Nico.
That's what it's all about.
No doubt, man.
He'll be happy to hear that. Hey, he's gonna be in here at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So
he doesn't fool around, man.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's at his office at 6 o'clock, man. Jeez, that's
rock and roll.
That's intense. Let's go to Mike in Tampa. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Great. How you guys doing this morning?
We're doing
staying
great, man.
Inside, staying warm.
Morning, Mike.
Staying warm. No doubt, man.
Good.
So what do you want to look at?
Well, I want to look at the difference between the USL and USO. And is there really a difference, and which one should you play if you're going to play at all?
Okay, so let's see. So the USL is 12-month oil fund, exchange-traded fund. let's see, net asset value of WTI crude delivered at Cushing. Okay,
So
that's Cushing.
just
so
Cushing?
yeah, so that's going to be Cushing priced, and U.S. Yeah, it's the same thing. So they're both are derivative off WTI at Cushing, delivered at Cushing.
One mentioned 12 months. I don't think the other one did. I don't know if that mattered.
Cool.
But
Yeah, 1 second then. Okay, so
USL mentioned 12 months.
USL. 12-month oil fund LP.
It's an average of the next 12 months WTI crude oil futures contract.
Okay, yeah, so that's the difference. So that's a big difference. So the USL is an average of the 12-month forward curve inside the delivery. The USO is what its WTI at Cushing is trading for right now.
Right.
You know, so
that will differ as the curve.
Yeah, and it's funny it can and it will differ. And right now the charts look the same, but I'd trade the USO because of that. Because with what has happened is that the last time one of these funds about 5 or 6 years ago, they had to close the fund because it got so skewed. You know, so if you're going for the direction of oil, I would trade the USO, man, because you get what you know.
Yeah. There's more variables at play, and if you understand them, then I'm sure you could play the USL and maybe give Andy a call. He talks about those.
Right. The forward curve, the whole ball of wax. Now, do you own this right now, or are you looking to buy it?
No, I'm looking to buy it. I mean, I don't think oil is going to go down to zero.
Right.
Probably maybe to 25, something like that. But get a small position and just, layer in.
I think, you're at $9 right now, $8.69. That backs into that $8.69, which was the high of last Thursday. That'll be pretty neat. That wouldn't be a bad setup, man. As long as you back down there with lighter volume.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, man.
Have a fantastic day.
You too, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah, so folks, we are going to be up in the Marriott Marquis. You can come visit us Sunday night. The show opens. We're going to be there Monday and Tuesday.
It's always good. New York. There's a lot of action.
There is.
A lot of good people attending. A lot of good people there.
And what does happen is that because you're in New York, of course, Mondays and particularly Monday, after lunch, you get a lot of New York traders walking down there.
Yes, for sure, right.
And that's about the only show that you get that at.
Yeah, they just walk over from their offices.
Exactly.
Right. No.
Exactly.
And I think that's why they, you don't mind having it during the week even there because that's really the whole.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt. For all you gold bulls out here, I don't own Barrick, but something's going on with Barrick Gold, which is one of the largest gold companies in the world. Barrick has not only caught a bid, man. This caught a huge bid. It's taken out a swing point, taking it out with volume.
It's up like 7% today.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's see what they're doing, man. So they're monsters anyway, but
this by the new mine or something.
There's got to be something that it's pretty hard to move Barrick. This type of number, man. I mean, they've been
a $10 billion company.
Yeah.
Just so to jump 7%.
and it looks like
that's a nice net gain.
Right?
It is. No, exactly, man. Barrick cleared to begin exploration in Chile.
I know. I can't imagine that would have a 7% jump, right?
Me either. No, I know. What has happened, because of our currency being so strong. Well, you know what? So this is what's really wild, folks, is that inside the dollar index, our currency really isn't that strong, okay? What has happened is that there's plenty of currencies that are not in the dollar basket that the currencies have got killed.
Yes.
They're down 33, 40% in correlation to our U.S. dollar.
Yes.
So it's like, hey, guess what? Depending where you are, folks, everyone should be going to South America right now because it's like so inexpensive. It's unbelievable. It is. I'm trying to convince everyone.
Everybody should be going to South America.
I'm trying to convince everyone.
The things we cover on the
TFNN
show.
seminar.
I know.
Now I'm on to that. That's where we got to take our summer vacation. Because, Logan was in Medellin. And I looked up the temperature. Even in the summer, it's 75 degrees. Because it's where it sits in the Andes. It's on the equator, but it sits in the Andes. So it's very unique in that aspect. You know what I mean? Yeah, in South Africa, as Steve Rhodes, If that wasn't so far, that has to be about the best deal. 16.5 rand dollars to $1 US dollar.
I know. Yeah.
You know, that's pretty intense. And you know, Cape Town. Well, Basil's from Cape Town. That's where Basil. That's where he's from.
I mean, South African safaris and Cape Town wineries sounds pretty good.
Oh man,
Steve Rhodes getting it done.
Oh my God, I'm telling you.
Gold itself was pretty flat this morning.
The what?
Said gold itself was pretty flat this morning.
Yeah, it's hanging. What it's doing, it's hanging right below that. It's a high volume swing point. I don't want to see it hit it this morning because there's not enough volume behind the deal. You know, I like how it's hanging up there though, because we'll end up doing about 100,000 contracts. But in order, you know, to bust that thing with conviction, we need about 160,000. But the longer it lays,
7 is one deviation. It's just sitting right at it.
Yeah, good. Let's stay there tomorrow morning. Wake up, get some good sleep, ready to bust out. You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back. Dow Industrials are down 74, Nasdaq's off 15, S&P's down 11.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 92, Nasdaq's off 22, S&Ps are down 14. We're starting to get some nice volatility in this marketplace.
Yeah, you get the market almost down 100.
Yeah.
Oil, unfortunately for you, is pulling back a little bit.
It pulled back. It just went from
31.70 to like 31.30, 31.20, 31.10.
Yeah.
Day's not over. It can pull back up for you.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, we'll see where this shakes out.
And realistically, you have that support in the next 20 to 30 cents.
Yeah, it's the same place coming back.
30, 80 really would be right.
Yeah, that's where I'm taking. I'm in short. That's where I'm taking my profit. Yeah. So I got to the scanner, but I got set take half of it off at 30.95 there. So a little bit because I don't want to wait till it gets right down to that support,
Right.
And then
yeah,
and that'd be one deviation, and that's where I'd expect a strong bounce.
There it is. Okay. So one deviation, I see the line coming across. Okay.
Yeah, 30.91 is one deviation.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's good to know too whether you're going in or going out.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. That's look at that. Just talk.
Yeah, it's an important level no matter what.
Right. And specifically what that would mean, just as Dow's taking one off, if you were basically clean and you're going back in, it's like, okay, man, you're coming back into an area where it was traded, you're at one deviation. If you want to look for a bounce, this would be a place to do it.
Well, the reason I'm taking some off is because I'm like, I don't have a lot of confidence it's going to break a lot lower.
Yeah.
And so I have my stop pretty tight on the rest. So just in case it surprises me and falls.
Yeah.
Then hey, I can still grab some of that, but
Sure.
I understand that I'll give some profit up if it does do what I think it's going to do, which is bounce off of it.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah, it doesn't take much. That's always a big decision. That when you're trading, do you just take the bread, or do you trail the stop? Because even when you trail the stop, whether it's 20 or 30 cents.
quick moves back, right?
And that's a lot of money.
It is.
And that 20, 30 cents doesn't seem like a lot, but then it is a lot of money in the context of, okay, what's coming down?
Right?
What's coming down to the bottom line?
Percentage-wise, it ends up being tremendous.
It does. So
that's one thing that Pesavento, I've heard him say over and over again, that I guess I sort of picked up from him along the way was, that's why, as soon as you can afford to, you got to trade multiple contracts.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have that battle of, do I take it off? Do I leave it on? Do I take it? And you're always going to make the wrong decision, right? You're always going to take it off, that thing's going to fly, right?
Yes.
Or, you're not going to take it off and it's going to fly right back at you. You give up a fortune.
You can't time it perfectly. That's what.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt stacking them going in and going out. I love stacking them going in and going out.
Right.
It's just a different flow, and you're not counting as much, because that you're balancing in, balancing back up, and in that context, there's a couple times that you could still get hurt. Your probability, though, is a little bit less, because if something goes against me, I'm not going to stack it. Let's say if I'm.
It just allows you to either take some money off the table and not all of it. You can manage that risk.
But I buy the same way too.
Yes,
when I'm buying
right,
them,
right.
do you know what I mean?
For the same reason.
Do you know what I mean?
For the same reason.
I'm looking at one area that says, okay, if it pulls down here, I'm going to grab a little bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Because they're areas. They're not like exact points.
They are. They are. There's no doubt. And don't forget, folks, right after our show here, we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we go to TD Ameritrade swim lessons.
At noon?
At noon. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself will be back here this afternoon. Of course, don't forget, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you're driving in your car right now out in Portland, remember, right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, just hit Tiger TV, get us 24 hours a day, live programming, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 at night, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 at night.
So let's talk about, you just put out a new issue of the Gold Report.
Yep.
People can go over there, get a free trial of your Gold Report. Just came out this morning. And then they gain access to next week now. Time flies. Next week's next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, next Tuesday.
A week from tomorrow.
And what that's going to be about, folks, is how currency exchange rates impact gold companies.
And so right under breaking news, how exchange rates impact gold companies, this is where you had written 2 pages. If people just want to get a feel of what you're going to be discussing, they can click on that. And then they can sign up for your free trial if they want to.
Totally. And then you can use those rand dollars.
That's what we were talking
and
about.
Go on
and then
vacation.
We're saying over the break, Darrell, it gets even better. Then we have everybody, they go to Everbank, right? And they lock in their rand for 3 months. That way, no matter what, if it pulls back, they get their currency locked in. We tie it all together.
That almost makes sense. That almost
we'll
makes
see what
sense.
happens.
Whether we go or not, that almost like that's a good trade, man. No, do you know what I mean?
How does the Everband thing work? How does that? I don't know about that.
They have currency accounts, so you have the ability to hold basically your money in a currency of your choosing. So it works really well for whether it's people who are vacationing.
You want to do some FX? You can sort of do some.
Yeah, for people maybe that spend 6 months of the year somewhere, they have kids that are either go to college outside the country or go to college in the country.
So watch how this would work. This is really cool. So let's say you just took $10,000 US right now, right? That'd give you what, 16,000 rand?
160,000.
160,000 rand. That wouldn't matter where the rand went.
Right.
You get.
If we were going to do something like that, that would be the way to do it, because we don't want the party to get rained on when there's a huge pullback in the rand. And
exactly.
Yeah.
But isn't that intense? That's pretty cool how that works, man.
It's perfect for that exact what we'd be doing.
It is. And it's so whacked out.
Same way. I mean, if anybody really was booking a trip in like the next few months to go there, why not lock that in right now? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Why not lock it in anyway? I'm looking at this and saying to myself,
you want to be a currency trader? Let's start trading currency, man.
Well, something like that. I like that.
You're locking
trade.
it in. What are you locking in? You're not locking in anything if you're not going to spend the money. That's what all you're locking in is a short.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Well, no, it's kind of cool. So check this out.
I think he's gonna spend the money. I think he's going down there.
No, that's what's so cool about this trade. It goes both ways. You can go down there, right? And then if you don't have the time to go down there, well, then if the rand pulls back, you're just locked into profit.
There's a few, right.
I mean, right? So if the rand goes back to, so what?
If the rand pulls back, we're just going to cancel the trip and take our cash. That's what.
Well, yeah. Let's fix that. Right? That's pretty cool, man.
Yes, it is.
So if the rand pulls back to 10 to the dollar.
If the rand pulls back, we're going to close out our Everbank currency accounts. Everyone's going to take their profit, and then we're going to move the trip to Florida, and everyone's going to get to come spending like no money because they profited from their rand lock-in trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put that in there. Hey.
How cool is that?
I like it.
What would be the calculation if the rand?
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, no, seriously. What would be the calculation if the rand went from 16 to 10? That's
16 to 10. Wait, I don't. You gotta.
Because then the 10,000 would go to what? 14,000 probably. Somewhere like that.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it just.
He's very excited about this.
I know. Things go so quickly when the excitement gets worked up. Market's chilled out while we got all excited, though.
Yeah. Okay. This is too funny.
As long as we stay chill when it gets excited.
I know, right?
That's a good.
Somebody's providing excitement.
Okay,
us
so
or the market.
So right at that one deviation, we'll see whether
we get any 31.10.
We get any follow through.
31.20.
Yeah.
So
we'll see if we get any follow through.
That's 10 cents. I mean, we've pulled this chart out just as we're coming to break.
Look at that. That's kind of pretty.
That's not a nothing bounce. We were at a low there of 31.08 almost. So
you stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tommy, myself, we're coming right back. Dow is down 82, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are down 12. We're gonna be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, folks, he always sets up these monster trades. So, Darrell, when I just realized that Apple is going to be coming out with their numbers after the close tomorrow.
Yes.
So
they always do it after the close, which I'd really appreciate it if they do it like 15 minutes sooner.
Yeah, I know, because they come out at 4:30. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
They do.
So the only way you can do it is if you're trading like Fridays and they move so slow. The weekly contracts.
Okay, that's good to know. Right. It's not like Google. Google comes out 1 second past 4 o'clock, so you still get to take advantage of the 4:15s.
Sure.
Now, some interesting news on that point. The CBOE is working on. They have to get market makers in place. They are working on having binaries. Now, they're going to be like weekly, basically. They're going to start every week. They're going to be 4 weeks out, so they'll have one that expires every week.
Yeah.
But they're going to be listing them on like 70 stocks.
Okay.
So, and I've been talking to Bill over there, and so it'll be interesting. They're going to be the longer-term binaries, and they're going to be stock-based.
Yeah, I think they tried that before.
No, they've been working on launching it for about 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So the only other ones they've had, I said CBOE, New York Stock Exchange. I'm sorry, the NYSE is what's launching. Yeah, because CBOE has.
We met him
like
in
VIX
Vegas,
and SPX.
Right.
Yeah. So now I don't know what they're going to do about their whole settlement thing. I think they're going back to bat, trying to get that worked out. But the only reason I bring it up, nothing to hype at the moment at all, of course, but just if we get some stock things, that'll make some interesting plays that we can look at. Some.
It will.
Especially around something like that where Apple binary is on Newsday, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's.
So again, they'll still be a week out, but. It'll make it where you can make it very contract specific.
Sure.
Which would be sort of fun.
Well, I think this cycle on Apple is going to be a big one. I mean, Apple hasn't moved anywhere for a good year and a half.
Yeah.
So this is like, people that like Apple are going to, expect something. The people that don't like Apple are more than likely going to expect something too. But that's a long period of time that Apple's kind of flat. It was trading at $100.72 in September of 2012.
Right.
So, and it fundamentally.
So you think there's going to be a big boom off of this next move?
Well,
next earnings.
I don't think that I think everyone has as many Apple devices as they need at this point. Do you know what I mean? But we'll see where it shakes out. Technically, it looks to me like it can go lower.
I joke with my friends that they're just losing market share as slow as possible, but they're starting with such an obscene level of market share that you can't do anything but in terms of when you dominate the world.
Right.
In terms of mobile, you're just kind of trying to keep it as best you can almost at this point.
Sure.
And that's tough in terms.
How many Apple phones can you have? You get 2.
Yeah, you can buy one almost every 2 years though. That's it. So I don't know how.
Oh yeah, no.
You're right. But I do currently have 2. I have one in my drawer that was from before, but I'm on 2 now. This is what goes funny. I have 2, but I'm on my second one now. It's January. I've had that for 13 months already. Time flies. So I'll be able to get another one when whatever that next cycle, probably next Christmas.
Yeah.
But I just bought like a Note 5, and they gave me an Apple Mini, iPad Mini.
Wow.
Which is a bit interesting.
That is, right? The merging atmospheres.
So is the Note...
Literally, this is free if you buy this. So I bought a Note 5.
Oh, so Note is an Apple product too?
Note's
Galaxy.
Samsung.
Or, yeah,
Galaxy
That's
Note.
the difference.
That's the big phablet or whatever. And, and they gave me an iPad Mini for free.
Yeah.
And that was from your phone contractor?
Yeah, from AT&T.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
That is great.
Apple's still great at incentivizing that you come with us on the Android network, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
No, that's smart. No, that totally makes sense, man.
That does.
You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Of course, then swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White will be back here. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, Darrell, man. Look forward to the show Friday, and of course, seeing you in New York. Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.